about to take place is an artistic revolution on the campus of Renmin University of China, where daily life can't be more tedious. An unexpected visitor pushing his front to a campus residential area found Arcspace, a distinct art-orientated group. Not even obscurely has the Conservative Party of RUC been aware of it.
很多人会觉得艺术应该发生在艺术应该发生的地方，但是咱们的艺术没有发生在它应该发生的地方。
Holding exhibitions, shows, and salons, it only be a normal space, an independent platform set up merely for artists to gather and communicate as well. However, what will come of it on the campus known for its rigidness and conservativeness?
按照我们之前在做外边独立空间的方法来做独立空间，在这里是根本行不通的。
Born in this top university of China, how long will it survive?
现在的问题不是让它活还是让它死的问题。
What will be the end of the war between the creative attempt and the conservative thinking?
Hello.
你好，你介绍一下。
It is Jerome, who created the very space, whose appearance caused a sensation among the students of RUC.
这边这两个屋子就是做展览的空间，然后这个阳台是大家可以在这儿休息的地方，然后阳台也很大很长，外边有一个小院子。
Around 10 a.m., Arcspace introduced its trial exhibition, Bedroom, to the public. Curator Lulu carefully planned and prepared for it. In these works, Lulu made up herself as some celebrities of LGBT. Mingming was different from Lulu. He stood in a spectator's angle to tell the stories of lovers. Zhao Xu, on the other hand, often regarded his illustrations as adult pornography. In less than a month, multiple youth media channels began to show interest in Arcspace and came to pay visit. Just within a few days, the reports from a variety of network media emerged one after another. When interviewed, Jerome gave a humorous comment.
我觉得它是一个操蛋的地方。我们大家都觉得我们在做一个艺术空间，对于艺术本身来讲也是一个操蛋的事情，因为它跟整个艺术市场格格不入，它的评判标准是很个人化的，全都是我们自己来决定。
Just as Arcspace started picking up momentum within the student community, several school security guards came suddenly and asked the curators to stop the exhibition, which were considered to be inappropriate.
之前出来，因为怕外边的不好，然后再一个就把这些都扣过来，然后再一个就是像油画这种东西，要悄悄地运出去，不能留在这儿，这块多放一天都很危险。
What on earth caused the closure of Arcspace? At that time, Lulu got a call from the Youth League office of the university.
唐伟给我打的。
啊，他怎么说的？
他点开那个报道，他原话是：“我们也不是搞艺术的，所以还是觉得内容有点不恰当。”
An article? The initiator that attracted and discomposed university officials was an article from a youth art platform Vice. Its author wondered how such an unorthodox and outrageous exhibition could be allowed to display. Unsurprisingly, the next day after the article was published, Artspace was called for closure.
就那2个人问我他们的作品怎么样，撤了吗？我说我们在进行第3阶段的展览，叫撤展。就你们可以观看这个展览，这个展览的题目就叫撤展。
就是我操，我做的对吗？我做的东西真的好吗？我还要不要去做？
As the situation got worse, Germ began to doubt himself on whether it was right or wrong to hold this exhibition.
怎么转换一种方式？但这种方式根本没有任何人有先例，没有人遇到过跟我同样的问题。
Where should art belong to? Is university really the cause for all the troubles?
我觉得在这儿扮演风险就是大嘛。我觉得大学某些程度管得比前门要紧吧。
当你在一个艺术的语境或者是框架下，然后你来看这个东西的时候，跟你在一个你日常的一个语境下来看这个，这就跟那个为什么在大街上裸奔，然后你会觉得说很新奇，在澡堂里裸奔你不会觉得什么。
Are the survival and development of art subjected to the location only? What are the factors that limit an art space?
就跟现实，没有什么特别大的关系，或者反映不了现实。
艺术类的，它肯定会稍微显得出格。因为其实对好多人来说，裸体这个东西还是不能就是公开谈论的东西。
唯一有可能触动到大家点的，可能是赵旭捏了一个生殖器的那种东西。可是，如果你把它还原到人体上去看的话，你会觉得它危险吗？大卫也有啊。
Thus, the students believe that a large part of the exhibition is still not acceptable to the public, so it's normal to have been cut to a stop. However, many people in the society consider the policy guidance of the government to be more deadly than public acceptance and exhibitions themselves.
如果是国家就是打给你学校来封的话，那就说明国家意识形态就是还是在趋向于收紧啊。
我觉得公共空间在咱们这个氛围里面，还没有到就是谁想利用公共空间就能把它实现的时候。
We had a telephone interview with a professor in politics from Beijing University.
只要不违法，你这样的事情应该是要允许去做的，不要去干涉的。国家现在是非常迫切希望大家创新。 全民创新创业，是吧？鼓励创造性思维，但是同时呢，一个是固有的思维方式，大家不愿意创新，因循守旧，大家觉得害怕被攻击，因为枪打出头鸟，所以有点风吹草动，赶紧关掉。可能你们人吧，也就是出于这个考虑，也没有别的。
Although the exhibition was hated, it's still delightful to see that their efforts were not in vain. Whatever barriers are in front of them, there were still many people who loved the art and supported them, despite it being banned and hidden.
但是我发现今天来的人，他们的寻找这个点都很有意思。刚刚他们是通过外面的那辆自行车找到的。
就感到啊，既然被封了，一定就来看的。
的确是被封了以后来的人更多。
As of now, Artspace is being operated in an underground, recondite manner. Despite the struggle, the two curators continue to show strong passion for art. At Artspace, a variety of exhibitions are still waiting for you to discover.
我觉得明天头条就是我们俩。有人在看了那个展以后狂舞，互动一下。